Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Premier Wrestling session with X. Now, this one is going to be a character session. One of many. Yes, one of many. So today we are going to be talking about four things. Four things. Kayfabe, face, heel, and tweener. And then I will finish it off with a couple of more points, and then we'll round it back out. So let's dive right in. Kayfabe. What is kayfabe? I mean, what even is that? Like, you kind of got an idea of it. You can go look up the definition. You can watch a bunch of videos, and that's good. But, you know, what is kayfabe and what is it today? Well, kayfabe is so much more important and difficult at the same time these days. All right, say for instance, you just got done with the show, whether it's the recorded show, whether it's the house show, charity, whatever, and you're feeling great and you hit backstage and it's wonderful. Well, no. You got to keep the kayfabe, or as I've heard, work the gimmick. You got to work the gimmick. See, you go backstage and the audience sees that, you know, you're high-fiving people, you're bumping into people, yada yada. Kayfabe's broken. They're not going to believe your character. So, be your character all the time. That's right. When you log in, you are your character. You do a turn, which I'll get to that in a moment. You do a turn, cool. Stick to it. Stick to it. If you are a heel that hates everyone, you wait until you are in the safe places to drop kayfabe. Now, quick story. There's some videos on it about how The Undertaker, for years and years, decades even, it had become sort of a game for people to get Undertaker to break character. Now, this wasn't just out there in the show, which obviously they focused their attention on the show. You know, it's a much bigger win if they were to break Undertaker's, character out there. But it was everywhere, every single place. And it took Undertaker a while to go out there and get into interviews because they wanted him to have interviews. So thus came the American Badass repackaging. And I've talked about repackaging, rebranding, and all that stuff. So this American Badass, it was a rebrand and a repackage all at the same time. Regardless, he was able to go out and give interviews, and he was able to sit down and actually, talk, and instead of just rolling his eyes back and growling out "rest in peace." And he didn't. So he is a very prime shining example of kayfabe. Now you look at Stone Cold Steve Austin. He was pretty easy to keep in character. He was pretty easy to maintain kayfabe because that was just basically himself cranked up to 100. Same thing with The Rock, Triple H, Kevin Nash, Scott Steiner, so on and so forth. Even Goldberg. Goldberg, all he had to do was ignore people. Just that's it. Just walk on. And unfortunately, a lot of people think he's a dick for that, and he might be. I don't know. I don't know him. I don't know his life. Flat out, you got to keep kayfabe. And in Second Life, it's easier to do if you just accept it. The moment you log in to that account, you are that character. Period. I don't care if you're just hanging out with two people, some other random place. Unless it's safe, keep in character. You are that character. Period. So that is kayfabe. Stick to the character, keep in character, no matter what. If you're going to go shopping for a sale or an event, you slap that Premier tag on. You wear clothes that are to the character, that fit the character perfectly, and you be that character all the time. If you want to be yourself, be the person behind the characters, behind the computer, behind the keyboard, whatever, get an alt. Make an alt. Like, absolutely, you know, ask around the locker room, ask around, you know, people. Hell, you can even come to me, come to X. You know, I'll get you some clothes for your alt, for your new alt, and you know we can help out. But build an alt, straight up. You come in as that alt, and you're yourself. Okay, that's cool. He kind of, sort of, slightly sounds like so and so, but you can be yourself on an alt, not on that character. Excuse me. Whew. Now let's go to face. What the balls is a face? Well, it's the face of the company, and a company, Premier Wrestling, has many faces. So what they are to do is they are to shine. You are to make the face shine. They are the goodness and the wholesomeness. They are the wrapping paper. All right, we're going to look at this like a gift. Premier Wrestling is a gift. They're the wrapping paper, they are the bow, they're the nice tag, they're the glitter, they're the bedazzling, they are the exterior. This is what people see with the face. The face brings people in, it lures them in. That's what a face is. So the faces have to be in the forefront. All right, they are the front line to the audience, to the outside world. So absolutely put those faces forward. If it's a face, it's a good guy, put them forward. You got to put them forward. That's what people see in the beginning. And the more we do that together, the more faces put other faces forward. That's right. If your character is a face, put another face forward. That should be a job. It's kind of like line up all the faces. You know, just say, you know, the face beside you is the one that's most important. Put them out there. Let them shine. Heels, push all the faces forward. So if we were to line up Premier, you know, in rows, the first row, that first front row, are the faces. That's it. They are the faces. Second row would be commentary and ref. Third row would be heels. Fourth row would be utilities. I know some people call them jobbers, talent enhancement, tweeners, whatever you want to call it. That's that row. Then extras, then miscellaneous staff. Unfortunately, management should never line up there. They should never be in those rows. Management is just not there. Management are the chairs that the rows can sit on. Management is the building that the rows are in. That's what it is. Management is an entity. So leave it at that. Ominous, even. All right. So that's what a face is. You are to draw the people in. You want the people to like you. You want the people to like Premier Wrestling, and you want the people to keep coming. You are the ones to make them feel welcome. So make them feel welcome. The audience, that is. Now, a heel. What is the purpose of a heel? Because everybody's just like, I want to be a heel. I want to be a heel. But do you know the purpose of a heel? You see, the heel is to make the face shine. You are to make the face more presentable. So back to the gift analogy, the present analogy, the heel is the weight, is the heaviness of the present. Because let's face it, if you pick up a present and it's lightweight, you can like tip it off your finger and balance it and kind of flip it around. It's like, nah. But then you pick up a present and it's heavy, and it's like, oh wow, oh, this is gonna be great. This is gonna be wonderful. This is like bricks of gold in here. There you go. Purpose of a heel: be the bricks of gold inside that present. That's right. When people pick up a premier present, haha, I like that. We need to copyright that quick. Somebody get to merchandise a premier present. We need that. Anyway, they pick up that present. They're like, oh, this is so heavy. What is inside? So they open it up, and the face, heel, staff, everybody, that's what's inside of it. We put Premier Wrestling in a present. And you open it up, and the heels, you are the weight, you are the content. Content. Don't focus on any other words. Don't focus on any other meanings of being a heel, that, you know, I get to be a brat, or I get to be a bad guy. No, don't focus anything on that. You'll get to that naturally. What you want to focus on is the content. See, as a heel, you want to be the antagonist. So, content, antagonist. Go check out genuine definitions of both of those words. Learn them. As a heel, you give content through antagonizing. Yes, antagonize those faces. Have fun. Have fun poking them. Put the odds against them. Get the upper hand. See, the faces will get the shine with the wins and losses type deal, but you get the shine for getting the upper hand. Anybody wants to pick Ace's brain? Go right ahead. He's a perfect example of it. Have your content through antagonizing stack the odds against the face. You want to make the people, the audience, want that face to win. Want that face to best you. And as a heel, do you know where you come out on top? Haha, in the records. That's right. Look at the records. Not the wins and losses, but the content. Through your antagonizing, you will overcome the heel. You will get the upper hand on the heel. You will beat the heel 8 times out of 10. So you get the vast majority of the win, the pride, the proving your character correct and being a heel. You'll get that. Trust in booking. Trust in your booker. They know how to do it. Or else Premier would have closed a long time ago and been labeled boring, and nobody would want to come to a show. But people come to the show. So whomever your booker is in that moment, trust that they fully get how to use you as a heel, and they will do right by you as a heel. So earlier I had said the word tweener. Now, tweener, I don't like this word because it's so difficult for people to do. Like, they want to be a chaotic neutral. That's it. You want to be a chaotic neutral. You want to be your Stone Cold, your John Moxley, your what the hell ever tweener. You think you could throw at them, and it's no. Those are not tweeners. Those are not your chaotic neutrals. Absolutely not. Stone Cold Steve Austin, to be specific, and I'll get to it in another session, was an anti-heel heel. That's it. So what does that mean? He just hated everybody. But if you try to do that, you try to go lone wolf, hate everybody, you got to do it right. Like, you have to do that formula right. And if you don't have it correct in your head, it's going to come out dumb. Just really, really dumb. So Don't say you want to be tweener or chaotic neutral and just think it'll happen naturally. No, you had to have a very strategic, drawn out plan to be that perfect middle ground. Now, gray character. A gray character, that's easier to do, and it's so much easier to present as bookers and the story department. And we'll get into that in another session. So there you go. Foreshadowing gray characters. I need to do a whole session on them, and that'll come later. But we're going to get into characters. That's right, characters. Get your character. If it takes you longer to explain your character than it did for you to think up your character, and that's total time. That's total time you sitting down and designing your character. If it takes you longer to explain them than it did for you to create them, it's a bad character. It's a bad character. You're going to go nowhere. Dimensions. Yes, you want to have dimensions with your character, whether you're face, whether you're heel, whatever the case may be, you want to have dimensions. You have good days, you have bad days, you have good moods, bad moods, you're up, you're down, you're left, you're right, you are a human being, and it's okay to be a human being. In fact, I support it. That's how we make these characters, these larger than life entities and idols and whatever you want to call them, superstars. Putting dimensions to them makes them believable. It makes people connect with them. It makes people tune in. I want to see that character. I want to see what Isaiah is doing because he's been such a good, fun-loving, happy guy all this time, but then suddenly, it's season 7, and what? He's no longer happy. What happened to him? So then they're going to try to go rewatch some previous episodes. Ka-ching, views. Then they're going to want to watch what's going to happen next. Can Isaiah get back to that fun-loving guy that I love to tune into and see? Can we get Original Zay back? That's what my wife calls him, and yeah, she's a huge fan, but don't tell anybody that. So with Zay, they're going to follow Zay. They're going to watch Zay. What happened to him? Once they figure out that, then they're going to say, what is going to happen? Can he get back to that? Oh, I better go buy a ticket and cheer him on and give him words of encouragement. Go and come back to us, Original Zay. Come back to us. We want you back. And that's going to get people to come in. And how could that have been? Content from the heel, from being antagonized to no longer being happy. Or Zay becomes the heel because he's been pushed to that. Doesn't matter. Things happen in life. The content. And so with all of this combined, it's all about the content. Protect the content. So we're going to go right up. We're going to circle back around. We're going to go through them again. Kayfabe. What even is it? It's what's to be protected. It is the protection to premiere. Every time you break character, every time you drop character where anybody can see you, and yes, the backstage during a show, it's Second Life. People can cam back there. They see you, so don't stand next to your mortal enemy. Protect it. Kayfabe is the protection. Every time you break character, it literally hurts Premier Wrestling. It breaks the shield wall and harm comes in. So you must protect it. Every time you break kayfabe, it's the same thing as you telling a 4-year-old there's no such thing as Santa Claus. Every time you break kayfabe, yeah, it's like smacking a baby and saying the world sucks. You shouldn't be happy. You're revealing something that should not be revealed. And once you reveal that, Premier Wrestling becomes less enjoyable. So protect yourself, protect, premiere, keep kayfabe. If you do not want to do either of those, please inform somebody in management and let them know so you can figure out how to make yourself happy, how to make yourself want to protect yourself, and more importantly, premiere. A face. What is a face? A face is the packaging. A face is the draw. A face is what you put out there front and center to draw people in. Get them in there. Use the face. Put the face over it. Make the face the coolest, most welcoming person ever in the entire world. Period. A heel. What is the purpose of a heel? To be the content. To be what's inside the gift. They open that gift. It's what the heel is designed. You can be bars of gold, or you could be little tiny poop pellets. For me, I want to open the premiere present with bars of gold in it. That's just me. I mean, I don't know. Everybody's different. It's your life. I'm not going to judge you. I just don't want to know. So, be the content through antagonizing, and be the weight. Be that heaviness that makes premiere full of content that you as heels given by pushing the faces forward and putting them forward, giving them the shine while you get all the records. Faces get the shines, you get the records. Good. Tweener, throw it out. Don't try it. Don't even try it. Not even a slight bit whatsoever. No, 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 no. Characters. Be your character all the time. If you want to get outside that character, make an alt. Switch accounts. I bet everyone can change accounts during the time span of a match. So after your match, while the next match is going on, just go ahead, log out, log into another alt. If you absolutely, have to be yourself behind the character, It's Second Life. Use the mechanics. Now, dimensions. Definitely put dimensions in there. Whether you're face, whether you're heel, good days, bad days, you are a human being. Give dimensions. That makes you relatable and you want the audience to relate to you. So give those dimensions. Absolutely. But at the end of the day, you got to figure out, are you a face or are you a heel? No matter how bad your day is, are you going to go out there and, rescue the brother/sister in jeopardy, in trouble? Are you going to do the right thing or are you going to do the heel thing? That's what it is. That's all it is. It's, what are you going to do? At the end of the day, you're going to do what's right for premiere, you're going to do what's right for your character in the show. Figure that out. Then you'll know what your character is. But a lot of times booking will come to you and say, okay, you've had 4 matches, you're definitely a heel. Or, yeah, after 3 matches, you're face. People are cheering. So stick with face. Listen to booking. Trust booking. Listen to booking. Trust booking. So there you go. That is one of many character sessions to come. So just re-listen if you ever get confused about what all this is. Kayfabe, protection of premier wrestling, stay in character. Face, you draw people in. You want people to come in. Don't be a butthead. Don't be an asshole. You want to draw people in. You want to be welcoming. You want people to want to come see premiere. Heel, you are the content. You are the antagonizer. You are to make the face the prettiest wrapping paper on that present, under that Christmas tree or at that birthday party, whatever. Tweener? Oh, hell no. Oh, holy hell no. Throw it all away. Characters. Stick to your characters. If you want to be yourself, you want to be cool, fun guy, but your character is a heel, get a fucking alt. It's Second Life. It's free. Dimensions. Give those dimensions, but stick to what you are. You stick to the foundation. Face, heel, whatever. You're golden. You're beautiful. All right, folks. That was Character Sessions with X here for Premier Wrestling. I'll see you in the next one.